This is the luxury DS9 and it is mint. Well, it's not, it's silver, but you know what I mean. Anyway, the design features of this car are pretty special, none more so than the interior. So stick around and we'll take a look. Availablecar.com. And we've got lots of chrome and shiny bits all around the outside of this car, which really adds to the styling. We've even got twin exhausts at the back, which is nice. These rear lights look pretty special, but they're not as cool as the front ones, which spin around as you turn them on and off. I love that. And when it comes to the styling, the side profile, do you know what? I'm just going to come out and say it. In my opinion, that is as good a looking car as any. Prove me wrong. Let's take a look inside. This is a really nice interior. Lots of Alcantara all over the dash, the doors, the seats, even the centre console. It just adds to that elegant, luxurious feel. It's got a large display screen, and whilst the resolution and the usability of the system may not be the greatest, it's got everything you need, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can have a familiar feel to the system anyway. So the car's in eco mode at the moment. We're driving around some pretty naff roads around my town, and I'm going to say the suspension is just making light work of these roads. It's super comfortable, and the steering's actually really light as well, so these narrow turns are an absolute breeze. I'm doing them with just my fingertips. That's simple. So we know it can handle itself around town, but what's it like on the open road? Let's find out. So we're now in sports mode, so the suspension and the steering have stiffened up a little bit. And this is the 1.6 litre petrol engine, automatic gearbox, and it's got about 220 brake horsepower, so it's still pretty nippy. And whilst the steering isn't as responsive as some other cars, but it goes right when I want it to, it goes left when I want it to. What more do you want? And round the corners, it's doing a fine job. It's super comfortable, but still clings to the road. Love it. Dodgy roads around here, some big potholes. It ate them up for breakfast. Now this particular model starts at around £40,000 on the DS website, and the hybrid versions are around £55,000 plus, so this kind of luxury doesn't come cheap. However, there are bargains to be had, just like this car. It's got less than 50 miles on the clock, and yet at the time of recording you can save around £14,000 on the new price. I mean, visit the website, book a test drive, because this ain't going to stick around for long. Now, as I said, it's got about 220 brake horsepower, so I guess we need to see what it's like from 0 to 60. We're in sport mode, and go. Bit of a think about it before it went, but it's pretty quick once it kicks in, and that's 60. So that's not actually too bad. So what's my verdict? Well, if I'm brutally honest, I've never really paid much attention to the DS range. However, the second I saw this in the showroom, it caught my eye. It looks fantastic from the outside, and it drives just as well. If you're looking for something a little luxurious, but a little bit different from the norm, then you definitely need to check this car out. Don't forget, like and subscribe to the video and the channel, hit the bell icon, and then you don't miss any upcoming reviews. Now, I'm going to have to go put this away, because otherwise I'll just keep driving it all day long. See you next time. Availablecar.com